Welcome to our 23rd video of the Avengers Campus construction at Disney California Adventure. Today is December 6, 2020.
A few things have changed since we've been here last. If we zoom in, we can see the spider bot that we noticed back in November. Behind the spider bot, notice the colored film layer that has been added to the windows. This is what it looked like last month, and I'll resolve the picture back to what it looks like now. As you can see, this age detail makes the building appear that it's been around a while, giving it an older look. Now if we look above the windows, age detail has been added there as well. The discoloration that we see, along with the chips in the concrete, are nice touches. It really gives the building an age appearance. Back in December 2019, about a year ago, this chip on the edge was created. As seen here, and the worker we see is using a metal file to file away a small portion of the concrete edge. Now he's using a rock pick hammer to chip away a larger area. At this time, we'll look at the satellite photo that was taken back in November. We viewed this photo back in part 22. However, this time we'll go back and compare what is being built to that of what existed in A Bug's Land. And as we know, A Bug's Land was based on the 1998 animated movie A Bug's Life and existed in this location before the construction began. The land had Flick's Fun Fair, which opened on October 7th, 2002 and officially closed on September 5th, 2018. The premise of the land was that when guests entered the land, they would be shrunk to the size of bugs. The land included 4 rides: Heimlich Choo Train, Flick's Flyers, France's Ladybug Boogie, and Tuck and Roll's Drive-In Buggies. Also, it consisted of Princess Dot Puddle Park and It's Tough to Be a Bug Theater. First of all, we'll look at the area that used to be Heimlich's Choo Choo Train. And this was a train ride that took guests on Heimlich's Food Adventure. And it was located right here. So basically, in this attraction, guests boarded a train in the shape of Heimlich, as seen here. This picture of Heimlich is at the beginning of the ride, at the loading area. On the satellite photo, the same area is located here. We'll go through the entire ride about 5 times the speed and concurrently follow the track of the attraction on the satellite photo. Starting now. And as you can see, we're passing the apple, going through the watermelon, going through a box of animal crackers. There's the candies, and then Heimlich's favorite, the candy corn. And here we are at the end, back where we began. Now we'll compare the layout of the track to what is being built in Avengers Campus. And as you can see, the track overlaps with the Mystic Arts Plaza. To highlight a couple things, the watermelon that Heimlich ate during the ride was located here. And the animal cracker box we went through was located approximately here. Notice that the track coming out of that animal cracker box overlaps a little bit with the distorted check pattern area. Next, we'll look at the area that used to be Princess Dot Puddle Park. It was divided into 2 main parts. The first part was designed to look like a leaky hose and spigot. The second part consisted of water jets that squirted out in unexpected patterns. Now I'll dissolve the picture back to the Avengers Campus layout. The spigot with the leaky hose was located approximately in the center of this planner. And the second part of the puddle park was located here, where part of the walking path will be, closer to the restrooms. Next, we'll focus on this area. It used to be Flick's Flyers. It was a ride with suspended baskets that swung around in a central axis, and the main components of this attraction was relocated. The infrastructure of Flick's Flyers was reimagined into a new attraction called Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind, located at Pixar Pier. Alright, when I dissolve the picture back to Avengers Campus, notice that Flick's Flyers was in the spot where Pim's Kitchen is located. Francis Ladybug Boogie attraction was located here. And this was a spinning attraction. The ride spun guests around in a figure-8 style. Unlike the Mad Tea Party, guests were unable to spin their own vehicles. This attraction is where the Pim's Kitchen patio area, the planter adjacent to the patio, and the walkway are now, as seen here. The queue of the attraction started here, right next to the Pim logo on the ground, and went between the two clovers and to the opposite side of the attraction, where you entered the ride vehicles. As you can see, part of the queue and the entrance of the attraction is where the patio area of Pim's Kitchen is located. Let's turn our focus to the fourth attraction in A Bug's Land. Tuck and Roll's Driving Buggies. It was a bumper car ride. A total of 21 bumper cars could be on the floor at one time. Actually, they're not cars at all. They're bugs. Pill bugs to be more precise. Their names are Tuck and Roll. You can tell them apart by their eyebrows. Tuck has a unibrow and Roll has two separate eyebrows. Here's Tuck and Roll's circus tent superimposed over Avengers Campus. I'll open the tent up. We can now see what's present where the tent used to be. Part of the Avengers headquarters building with the Quinjet is on this side of the tent. And if we go back to the driving buggies, the part of the headquarters building with the Quinjet that we highlight in yellow was built approximately here on this side of the attraction. Now, if we focus on this side, this is the area where the headquarters building will be expanded out. And this will eventually be the entrance to the Avengers e-ticket attraction. However, this will be constructed at a later date. Now if we look back on the other side, the Quinjet was put into place approximately here. But, as we already know, it's not on the ground level, it was elevated to the top of the building. Now, we'll go back to Avengers Campus. Alright, here's a more current photo that was taken in the last week of December. I actually found it on MiceChat, and according to MiceChat, the photo credit goes to Blitzen. Notice the area where the e-ticket attraction will eventually be built. A wall has been built with trees and plants in front of it. And as you can see, it looks a little different from the concept art, but it really looks nice. And here's what the concept art looks like after the entrance to the e-ticket attraction is built. with the show building behind it. Alright, now if we look closely, we can see that more lights have been installed. These have a very similar look to the ones we observed in November. I'll go ahead and highlight them in yellow so we can see them better. Now if we look at the Pimtest Kitchen logo on the ground, we can see that more detail has been added to it. Here's what it looked like back in November. Now we'll focus our attention to the Mystic Arts Plaza. And what's really cool, the objects that were designed to glow with majestic colors and mystic energy have been added. And here they are in the concept art. Now if we look right here, we have a great view of a set piece. This is a mystical orb, which can also be recognized on the concept art. The floating lights can be seen here as well. As you can see, the construction is virtually complete. Well, that's a taste of things to come.
We can't wait to experience what they built.